go. Come on, something. Come on. Ah!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
"17 teams stepped into Super Mega Baseball's finest development league for the chance to make their name this season. Only 4 remain. AAA's last players standing, having endured the rigors of the regular season, are poised now with a chance to achieve true glory. A Super Mega competition unlike any other, a World Series berth on the line. Get loud! This is the AAA semifinals!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. My name is Dwayne. I'm one of your commissioners, and joining me tonight is BK, his dudeness, legend of the game, and veteran of the league as well. How you feeling tonight, BK?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good, Dwayne. Thanks for having me again, and excited to be calling some games with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight we're going to be starting off our second pairing of the AAA semifinals, which will be played on 83 batting ego, 90 pitching, 90 fielding, and 90 base running ego. This will be between the number 3 seed Mississippi Moons and their manager Rainey84, and the number 2 LaGrange Astronauts and their manager WishboneRulz, respectively. So should be a very, very exciting matchup tonight. Do you have anything to add to that, BK?
Yeah, well, looking over the teams, looks like they're both going with a 5-speed approach this season. I would say Wishbone's team may be looking a little more balanced. Raining definitely buffing up the hitting there, going with the smaller pitching approach, and also winning the Von Asen this year with 2-bar rotation, 2-bar pen. It's absolutely insane what he's been able to do. So, he'll be looking to run the bases with a lot of speed, get in people any way he can, and maybe for Wishbone, looking to use some of that power to get some of those runs across.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like you said, both teams using that 5-bar speed, so that's a common factor in the series preview that we have below. But in their contrast of styles, we're going to see how they use that speed and how they use their bat, base running technique, and all that stuff. They're two very different players, even though they might have similarities in their build. And that should prove for some pretty close games. It's going to be very, very exciting. So without further ado, we're going to get things started and let the players know we're ready to rock for games 1 and 2. Hang tight. We'll be right with you. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we load in now to Red Rock Park, the home of WishboneRulz and the LaGrange Astronauts for game number 1. Here we go.
Yeah, really excited for this one. Both teams having a similar player build or team build, but kind of different players, so we'll see how it turns out. Should be close.
It's going to be Fred Hayes starting things off for Wishbone. Left-handed starting pitcher with a ton of velocity. Pop Bell leading off for Rainey. That one is low. To start things off, ball one. See how Rainey uses that approach. He's got a ton of power on this player. Behind in the count he is 1-2. Swings at 1. It should be easily caught by Ken Mattingly behind second base, and it is. It's out number 1 in this semifinal.
Looks like Wishbone trying every part of the zone that he can and just to get anyone out here.
He was behind in the count there, and then 2-1. He throws a fastball. It's in a good spot of the zone. Rainey uses it, or swings at it, gets it right off his hands for the series' first hit. He has good speed at first base now in Alan Rainey. And here is Jocelyn Rainey, the third baseman, getting her chance to hit.
Yeah, one dropping right in front of the left fielder there. Thought a slide was necessary, but didn't really have a chance to go for it, I guess. So it's going to be a single, first hit of the game.
Rainey known for his stealing, but with the meat of his order up, we'll see how he chooses to approach it. He's behind in the count 1-2, and he swings at a changeup well placed by WishboneRulz, and Rainey swings right over it. That'll be out number 2.
Yeah, definitely trying to get him to nibble on any piece of part of the corners of the strike zone he can, just to get him a swing and a miss.
Using the fastball and changeup combination early. Rainey swings at that fastball inside again. He hits it to the opposite field, gets it through the hole, and he's got himself 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the first. Here's Bo Tanner, the first baseman. A lot of power on him. Swinging at the first pitches, Tanner Neil Armstrong gobbles it up over at shortstop, throws it to first for out number 3, so no damage done by the Moons, even though there are 2 hits in the top of the first. We move to the bottom half, and WishboneRulz will have his first chance to hit.
Yeah, pretty solid pitching approach there from Wishbone, just to pitch around the players and get out of some early damage. Playing at home, so let's see if he can score first.
Alan Hardin, the ace of this Mississippi Moon staff, getting the nod in game 1. First pitch to Jim Lovels, misses outside. The next pitch is swung out, hit over to Shepard at second base. He throws it to first, and there is out number 1. Here is the left fielder Alan Shepard, 200 average here in this playoffs. Looks at the first pitch, an off-speed pitch, outside, called first strike. Behind in the count, he swings at 1 out of the zone, breaks his bat, and the catcher Gibson behind the plate catches it easily for the inning's second out. Here is Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Yep, number 1, first man on the moon. See if he's the first man on base tonight here for the Astronauts. He lifts one to center field. Pop Bell should be able to get under it and catch it for out number 3. He catches it easily. So we'll move things along now to the top half of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Moon's back up to bat.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
First pitch of the second inning is right down the pipe to Josh Gibson, but he swings at it late for strike number 1. Next pitch, a fastball. Dribbled over to Armstrong. Throws it over to first for out number 1. We'll have the speedster Kayla Rainey dig in for her first at-bat of the series. Hayes' first 2 pitches to Kayla Rainey. Missed the zone, so ahead in the count now 2-0. That one catches the zone. That one breaks her bat. It's over to Buzz Aldrin at third. He throws it to first. There's out number 2. Here's the 8-hole hitter, Matthew Shepard. See what Rainey can do with the speed on Shepard. He hits that one, breaks his bat again, but it gets over the third baseman's head and into left field. A lot of speed now on first base for the Moons, but the pitcher, Alan Hardin, will be batting with 2 outs.
Yeah, Wishbone's still picking his spots in that strike zone there. Rainey just hitting some on the ground earlier before for those 2 outs, but bloops one in there for a single.
Yeah, able to get just enough underneath that one. That one's lifted just down the first base line. Great screwball from Wishbone. And the swing from the pitcher produces the 3rd out of the inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 2nd. Still a 0-0 our score. Leadoff hitter John
4,
Glenn.
5, 6 here. Maybe some power in them.
Yeah, a lot of power in this Astronauts order. You see Wishbone swinging at the fastball, but late to start off the at-bat. That one is crushed, though, to left field, and that one's not coming back. Opposite field home run for the Astronauts. The series' first run has been scored.
Yep, calling it right there. Seeing it early, right down the left field line. Pretty nice shot.
Yeah, from the cleanup hitter, John Glenn. And like you said, let's see some power from this 4-5-6 portion of the Astronauts order. We saw it right off the bat on the second pitch of the inning. Now it will be Buzz Aldrin, the third baseman. Swings underneath that 100-mile-an-hour heater. Good curveball from Rainey, misses the zone. So now behind 3-1, he walks Aldrin. So things looking good for the Astronauts to start the second.
Pretty unfamiliar arsenal on Allen here too. Looking,
Uh-oh.
Be 2 runs.
That's another one crushed right center field and deep into the seats. Wishbone showing off that power here early in the semifinal. A 2-run shot. Astronauts up 3-0.
Yeah, not exactly a spot you want to leave it there to a right-hander. Just coming in slow, right down at the bottom and outside corner. That one was crushed.
Sending one to the moon there. That one is hit hard by Wishbone as well, but it will be catchable for Pop Bell out in left center field. A little too much air underneath it. We'll see how Rainey responds now after giving up a couple of dingers here in this inning. He's got himself 1 out, and the pitcher Fred Hayes is up. He's batting in the 8th position. A little bit unconventional from Wishbone's lineup.
Allen feeling a little tense from getting hit a little hard there. Still, gets the K done.
Yeah, that's a nice strikeout there from Rainey. He's known for his sequencing and placement. We wouldn't have 2 straight Von Asens in the AAA if that weren't the case. So definitely see him. We'll be looking for him to tighten up as this goes on. But ahead now in the count against the leadoff hitter, the 9-hole hitter, excuse me, Gus Grissom. He gets him just check swinging at that one. Great curveball, good placement, and that'll end the inning, but not before 3 runs are scored.
Yeah, a little bit of damage there, but pretty good Ks just to get out of it and limit the damage there. Want to see your starter go pretty deep as long as you can into this game, because the bullpen might not have much to offer there.
Yeah, with 2-2 pitching bars, it will be curious to see how Rainey employs that as the series goes on. Here we are in game 1 though. Wishbone up 3-0 early in the top of the 3rd. And ahead 2 strikes on Pop Bell. Bell swings at that pitch. It's hit hard over to Armstrong, but he sends it over to first base with time. There's out number 1, and that brings up Alan Rainey for his second at-bat of the game. The left fielder batting .444 in the playoffs, and he does something with that curveball, sends it right up the chute, and gets himself on base for another hit tonight. A 1-out single for the Moons.
Yeah, luckily no injury there either, going right through the pitcher.
Yeah, Fred Hayes does his best Matrix impression, I believe, getting out of the way of that one. 0.87 ERA in this playoffs for Hayes. Behind in the count to Rainey, 2-1. That one is swung on. It could be fair. It's right on the line. Could be extra bases for Rainey. He will then get into second and third now with 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position for Gemma Rainey, the shortstop. Wishbone attacking with the fastball early in the count. That one's hit hard. That one's in center field, and it's past the glove of Grissom. Rainey held the runners up, believing Wishbone might catch it, but now the runners are sent around third base. It should be 2, and all of a sudden we have a ball game here. Oh, and the ball gets past the catcher as well, so the runner will get to third base with 1 out here. Rainey in a great position to tie this one up.
Yeah, great hit. Just out of the reach of the center fielder there, and you're seeing that speed. Here comes a squeeze.
Ooh, Rainey thinks twice on the bunt. So it ends up being nothing, just an out. Wishbone able to make the play there. Then the next pitch is swung on by Rainey. It's fouled over behind first base. John Glenn makes the catch, so unable to produce with less than 2 outs and tie the game there are the Moons, but they do get 2 back in the inning. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd.
Yeah, great job of Rainey just trying to cut into that lead there. Saw air from Wishbone going to the backstop, allowing the runner to go to third, but no harm, no foul.
First pitch of the inning to Wishbone is swung on. It's driven right up the middle. Good contact from the hitter there. And now the leadoff runner is on first base. We will see Alan Shepard bat. Lots of speed at the top of this Knott's order. First appearance for both of these teams in a AAA semifinal. That one's lifted to left field. Should be time for Rainey to get underneath it and make the catch, and he does for out number 1. Wishbone feigns tagging up, sends the runner back to first base. Here is Neil Armstrong. First pitch is crushed, but foul. Ooh, and the runner is picked off, and the ball is dropped by Tanner at first base. How often do you see that?
Yeah, what a break.
Huge break for Wishbone there. Runners in scoring position now with 1 out for Neil Armstrong. Power versus righties is engaged. Swings underneath the fastball. Behind him the count now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Rainey. He's getting a few of them here in this one. Good sequencing. Brings up the hitter John Glenn.
Yeah, cleanup hitter doing some damage already. Looked like he wanted to get that runner to second for the 3 hitter. Give him a little confidence boost of wanting to try to drive one in with the low 176 average, but to no avail.
That one swung on 99 power, but a diving play behind the bag by Bo Tanner gets it done for the Moons. And we will move to the top of the 4th inning after the 3rd out is recorded. Score is 3-2 in favor of the LaGrange Astronauts. Here will be Caleb Rainey, the right fielder, leading off. A lot of speed. Fred Hayes, pitch count at 41. Ooh, and good sequencing there from WishboneRulz. Sends the fastball high out of the zone. Gets Rainey swinging for out number 1.
Yeah, setting up a few chase pitches there.
Here is Matthew Shepard, the 8-hole hitter, hitting .438 in the playoffs, and he gets another hit here. Good speed at first base for the Moons.
And this will be number 9, so the starting pitcher. We'll see if we can get someone on base for the top hole hitters coming up.
Alan Hardin with his chance to help himself a little bit. Swings and misses at 1, the count's even. Swings behind another fastball. Runners are first, a lot of speed. Here comes a changeup. Rainey bunts. Oh, and it's foul for a strikeout. Tough break there for Rainey. Can't quite get the bunt to roll fair with 2 strikes. Now we'll have to get a hit here with Pop Bell to continue the inning.
Doesn't even look like Wishbone has to throw him a strike. He's getting himself out on his own.
Swing and a miss there on the fastball from Hayes. He's going to go out of the zone again high. Popbell gets his bat over to it. Buzz Aldrin with the throw over to first base, though, is in time, and there's out number 3. Lead is still intact heading to the bottom of the 4th inning for the Astronauts. It will be Buzz Aldrin, the 3rd baseman, who just got the assist on the last out of the inning. Quiet playoffs from Buzz so far. No home runs, no RBIs. Looking to get things started. He swings at that pitch. Doesn't get great contact, but it goes right up the middle for a leadoff single.
Yeah, don't have to hit it too hard. Nobody on base. Just keep boosting that average up.
We'll bring up the catcher, Harrison Schmidt. He swings over one. Gets away from the catcher, but Wishbone stays at first base, so there's strike number 1 in the at-bat. Alan Hardin's next pitch is a curveball. It's crushed to left, but Alan Rainey is underneath it in time for the out. Here is the second baseman, Ken Mattingly. Power versus righties engaged. 7-hole hitter for this Astronauts lineup. And another one gets away from Gibson. Wishbone's going to challenge and get down to second base. He will be safe. Runners in scoring position now. Wishbone looks at a great pitch that catches the corner. Behind in the count. He hits it hard over to third base. Looks the runner back, does Rainey, but then Wishbone with some heads-up base running sends the runner after the ball is thrown to first for the out.
Yeah, pretty good job, both sides there.
Yeah, Rainey did about as much as he could do to still record an out there. So the pitcher will bat with 2 outs. Fred Hayes swings at one way out of the zone. Out number 3, and we'll move to the 5th. No damage done there by the Astronauts. The Mississippi Moons with another chance to tie it. 2, 3, and 4 coming up.
2 singles already for Allen. See if he can add another.
Yeah, been setting the table a little bit here for the club early in this series. 474 average in the playoffs for Allen Rainey. That one's hit right up the middle, and it should be plenty of speed on that runner to get the first base. Nicely done there by Rainey to start things off with a single here in the 5th.
Definitely. Whatever it takes, just get him on. You know that's his game.
A hit is a hit is a hit, as Fonette would say. That one, though, grounded over to first base. Throws it to second in time to get the runner, but it will be a fielder's choice, so 1 out recorded. And it'll bring up Gemma Rainey, the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, definitely won't see a lot of double plays against this team. Now we're looking to just... Oh, yeah, it's going to go right up the middle.
Yeah, another stinger from Rainey on a cutter that misses a little bit, gets too much to the plate. So he's got himself 2 runners on for Bo Tanner. Big power. 5-hole hitter for this team. Swinging early on the count at the changeup, fouls it away. And a heater swings behind it. Behind in the count 0-2. Bo Tanner looks at that one high out of the zone. Count's now evened up. Another fastball swung on and missed. Out number 2. Rainey just can't keep himself from reaching here or in the middle of this ball game. He's got to clean up and wait for his pitch a little bit. But he got himself 2 runners on, and still a good situation to score if he can get a hit with 2 outs. It's Josh Gibson, the catcher.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Wishbone wants to give him anything at all.
That one a little bit below the zone. Something Gibson could do something with. He ends up lifting it, though, to center field for Grissom, and he catches it easily for the 3rd out. We move along now to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Scores 3-2. The Moon's out hitting the Astronauts 9-4.
Yeah, and a shame you can't just get most of them to come around at all. Just no hard contact, just lots of grounders, some bloopers. No one making home, though.
Here is the 9-hole hitter, Gus Grissom. He's got a lot of speed. Batting .308 in this playoffs, but he stares at one right over the outside corner of the plate. Great placement from Rainey there to record another strikeout in this game number 1.
Yeah, you can't do anything but stare at that one and just let it go by.
Wishbone swings at the next pitch, and jumping is Matthew Shepard, making a great catch over on the grass and behind second. And there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Lineup turns over for Alan Shepard, the left fielder. Ahead in the count, he is 3-0. Looks at the pitch down the middle. So a 3-1 count for Shepard. Hitter's count. Waiting for his pitch. Ooh, and Rainey right down the middle with the changeup. Gets Wishbone sitting on the heater. Another great sequencing play by Rainey and a good strikeout to end the inning. And we'll move along to the top of the 6th.
Yeah, definitely set him up for that one, throwing a few fastballs ahead of it.
Here's Kayla Rainey, the right fielder, leading off once again. Ahead in the count, she is now 2-0. Good cutter from Fred Hayes, still in the ball game here in the 6th. Pitch count rising, though, above 70 pitches. Here comes a screwball. Rainey able to get the bat to it and foul it away. Count is evened up at 2-2. Way out of the zone is that fastball, and the count is full. The payoff pitch to Kayla Rainey is a curveball. It's hit hard over to second base, caught by Mattingly for the 1st out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 15.
The speedy Matthew Shepard will get another chance. It looked like a small lag hiccup. Wishbone going to let it subside before he continues. Perhaps contemplating a move to the pen, and he will. It will be Valentina Tereshkova. Low velo, a little bit of jump, a little bit of accuracy. Swinging at the first pitch is Rainey. Strike 1.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a little bit of an early move, but it won't hurt you. He's definitely betting on his bat to put him up a little more here at home.
Yeah, a bit of an early call to the pen here. 5 1/3 innings pitched from Fred Hayes. But the pitch count was rising, as we noted. There's one grounded to second base for out number 2. So Tereshkova gets herself the out that was needed. And Rainey looks like he will be dipping into his bullpen. No. Alan Harden will have another chance to hit. Good two-seamer from Wishbone to start the at-bat. The next pitch is swung on. Buzz Aldrin bare hands it over in front of the shortstop. Throws it over to first for out number 3. Luckily, the pitcher was running there. And we'll move to the 6th inning. Still 3-2.
Too bad Rainey couldn't get any of those dribblers with a faster runner on, but I can understand why he kept the pitcher in there. Just with 2 outs, 6th inning, you know, might just want to save him for someone else for another chance. Only with a, 1-run deficit.
That one lifted to center field. Pop Bell was facing the other direction, it looked like, for a second, but his speed will be enough to get over there for the out. And we move, or that's the first out of the inning. Here's John Glenn, the first baseman, once again for the Astronauts. Already a home run in this game. Swings at that one, though. It's a dribbler to first. Bo Tanner will take it himself to the bag for the second out.
Buzz still looking to pad that average.
Buzz Aldrin, the whiffer trait, engages with 2 strikes. Behind in the count, he is now 1-2. The pitch from Rainey swung on and missed. 98 miles an hour, catches the inside portion of the zone, and Wishbone just laid on it. So another strikeout for Rainey. I'll have to check the count next time we switch pitchers. Or switch innings, excuse me. Now it's the top of the 7th inning. Still another chance for Mississippi to tie this game. But the offenses have been quiet for a little while from both teams.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a lopsided box score there with the Moons having more hits. Double, actually, than the Nuts.
Yeah, Wishbone doing his work with the homer. Rainey just leaving lobsters on base. Unable to get them across early in this one, but he's got the leadoff runner in the 7th, a stealer trait as well on that player, so we'll see if he goes. That one hit off the hands by Alan Rainey. He will not have enough speed to get to first base. A diving play made by Mattingly, but the runner gets to second. No double play opportunity there for Wishbone.
Yeah, great dive from the second baseman there just to get anything.
Yeah, 1 out in that situation is definitely better than nothing. Rainey looking for a hit to tie this game. RBI man is engaged and walked on 4 pitches. Wishbone cannot find the zone. That is a tight call from Blue there.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Pretty dangerous situation now with number 4 and locked in.
Yeah, Gemma Rainey locked in, looking just as good as the last hitter, really, who had the RBI man engaged. Both runners go. The pitch is swung on. They'll get to the second base. No double play opportunity there for Wishbone again. But now there's 2 outs, so Rainey will have to get a hit with Bo Tanner. Big first baseman looks at a 2-seamer just inside. Wishbone needing to find the zone. Rainey is ahead in the count now. 3-0, now 3-1. The curveball looked out for a strike. The payoff pitch is swung on. It's lifted to right field. Jim Lovell's got a ton of speed. He'll get underneath it for the 3rd out. So again, Mississippi cannot get the runners across. 10 hits, but only 2 runs in comparison to Wishbone's 4. And that's a 7th inning stretch, folks. Still a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, definitely got to give Valentina credit there. Pitching and defense, getting out of it. And that couldn't have been a very easy arsenal to use to get out of that situation either.
Yeah, Wishbone choosing to have a very unique build in his bullpen. One I've scrimmaged against myself quite a bit. That one swung on to start off the 7th inning, driven right up the middle. Nicely done there on a tough pitch to hit by Wishbone.
Yeah, that one might have slipped out of the pitcher's hand there. Looked like it was right down the pipe.
Ken Mattingly's power versus righties is engaged, and he hits it hard to left center field. Will this one stay in the park for Pop Bell? Yes, the center fielder has great speed, and he gets there for the 1st out, but it could have been dangerous. Here is the reliever Tereshkova, and Wishbone will opt to lift her for a pinch hitter, it looks like.
And we'll see if Rainey decides to stay with his current pitcher as well.
Yeah, this could be a moment where we see a handed matchup change, or handedness matchup, excuse me, change. It will be Ellison Onizuka coming off the bench for Wishbone. A lot of power on this pinch hitter.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice bat to have on your bench to come up clutch.
Now pitching.
And here will be the relief ace for the Mississippi Moons, Milo Townsend, walk prone and K-man. Also a defensive sub in Leonidas Rivas, replacing Caleb Rainey in right field.
Hike it in, flush it out. Clean.
A double switch from Rainey and the Moons. And now the first pitch from Milo Townsend catches the upper portion of the zone for strike number 1. The next pitch to Onizuka is lifted to left field. Alan Rainey gets underneath it for the catch. A big second out for Rainey.
Now batting. The center
And here is the tense Gus Grissom.
number 21. That's down.
Runners at first base with 2 outs here. Bit of a scoring drought for both teams in this game number 1. Either one looking to get a leg up tonight in this semifinal. 2 games will be played.
Strike 3.
That pitch, a huge fastball from Rainey right in the zone. He says, here, go ahead, hit it. And Wishbone just can't catch up. Gus Grissom striking out swinging for out number 3. Now it's the top of the 8th inning, folks. Still a 1-run game at 3-2.
Number 4.
Yeah, really coming down to crunch time here. Both of them pitching and hitting pretty well. It's kind of a, I would say balance, but it feels something a little different, honestly, with the trailing scorer with more hits.
Yeah, Rainey has done a good job of getting runners on all game, but has not been able to get them across. That one's grounded to second easily for Mattingly. He will collect that and throw it to first for out number 1. And yeah, Wishbone just did his work early on a couple of mistake pitches, but really the rest of the game has been very well pitched from Rainey, going against a power hitter of Wishbone's caliber. Just needs to help himself and score. There's still a little bit of time, but swinging and missing with Milo Townsend, I believe. Or no, excuse me. I think that was Townsend. If I'm mistaken either way, it's a great strikeout from Wishbone to get a second out here in the inning. And then Matthew Shepard swings at one. It's grounded over to John Glenn on the first pitch. And a quick 8th. That's not what you want if you're a Mississippi fan. And now Wishbone has a chance to add to his lead in the 8th inning.
Yeah, you know, any kind of insurance is gonna work very well against Rainey's pitching here, so we'll see if he can add.
Ooh, that one
Ooh.
just foul. Looked like it hit the bag. Jim Lovell swinging way early on the next pitch, so he's behind in the count 0-2. Very quickly. Ooh, and swinging and miss 103 miles an hour on the K-man. I don't know how you're supposed to catch up with that. Here is Alan Shepard. Power versus lefties engaged here for Alan Shepard, with 1 out in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Wishbone just
you know
taking a
he wants
moment.
to get just anything done here, and with the batter coming behind him, they're looking to just get anything done.
He hits that one pretty well, but foul. It's tough to catch up to that heater. Wishbone swinging late at it.
That's outside.
Rainey trying to clip the zone there. Looks like a bit of a lag pitch, and he will take a moment. Both these players have experienced a couple hiccups in this one. An Xbox versus Xbox matchup here in the cross-platform baseball league for the right to represent the Xbox in the World Series, really. There's actually 3 Xbox players out of the Final 4 in the XBL AAA this season. I don't think we've noted that yet, but that is very, very impressive considering a lot of talk about how PC dominates the leagues. AAA showing its stuff this season.
Right.
Great swing and a miss there from Rainey on another 103 mile an hour fastball. Just racking up the strikeouts in this one. Here is number 1, Neil Armstrong. Behind on the count quickly 0-2. And then swing and a miss again on the off-speed pitch this time. Another strikeout for Rainey. And we move to the top of the 9th. He's got 3 outs to work with. 9-1-2 coming up.
Yeah, Milo definitely giving his team a chance there just to get anything done here to maybe squeak out a win, take a 1-0 lead. We'll see.
It will be the backup bench player who came in during the double switch, Leonidas Rivas. leading off the inning. A lot of speed. See if Rainey can get a hit with him. No, he swings at the 100-mile-an-hour heater. Misses it. There's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 9.
Pop Bell, the center fielder, will start it off. Or we'll get a chance here in the 9th. Ooh, it's snatched up by Gagarin on the mound. The fireballing reliever who stepped in after Tereshkova, looking to try and get a 3rd out now after cleaning that one up. He's locked in already. We're taking a moment here. Both players collecting themselves, it looks like, before a potential final out of game number 1. The fastball just misses. Here comes a cutter from Wishbone. And now Rainey's ahead in the count. 2-0. Another heater catches the zone. Rainey looks at it. Now he's ahead in the count. 3-1 here. It's a big payoff pitch for Wishbone. Screwball swung on and missed. Here it comes, the cutter, right down the middle, swung on and missed by Rainey, and Wishbone coming away with a close victory here in game 1.
Man, that was a scary pitch right there. I don't think Wishbone even knew where that was going.
Yeah, that one was up to the gods, really. It could have went anywhere, and it went right down the pipe. Rainey gonna want that one back, but a win's a win for Wishbone after getting a couple home runs early. And we move along now to game number 2.
Yeah, both players kind of pretty much what we expected out of both of them. We saw a lot of running, a lot of power from Wishbone, good pitching from Rainey. I mean, both really did a fantastic job. It could have went either way. But we'll see what Rainey's going to do at home here. Maybe he can even up the series. We'll see.
Yes, indeed. It should be interesting here in game number 2. We will be taking a quick break as the streamers switch sources for us. So we'll throw the music on for you. Hang tight with us. Game number 2 is going to be coming your way in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we load in now to Colonial Plaza, the home of the Mississippi Moons, for game number 2. It's going to be Ace Reynolds on the mound for Rainey and the Moons to start things off against Wishbone and that tough Astronauts batting order that we saw take away the Game 1 victory 3-2.
Yeah, excited for this one too. Don't really get to see many games here played at Colonial, so we'll see how the field is going to take into effect.
A Colonial night will be what we're working with as the venue this evening. And Ace Reynolds' first pitch, a changeup. Now the game from Rainey's perspective, the previous one from the perspective of Wishbone. Both home teams streaming. First 3 pitches. See Reynolds behind in the count. 2-1, and that one fouled away now. It's evened up. Jim Lovell looks at one, just missing there. Ball number 3. Count runs full to start off the game, and Lovell hits it hard to right field, but Kayla Rainey able to get there. Catches the hard liner for out number 1.
Seems to be that these Moons starting pitchers really favor their velocity and mix in some off-speed pitches here and there, and they trust their accuracy to put it where they can, get them out, but you know Wishbone's going to be coming out swinging, looking to hit them hard.
Yes, indeed. We saw him hit a couple of big home runs on some mistake pitches in the last game. That was about all he got. That one lined over to shortstop for a quick out number 2. So Rainey going to try and probably commit to the same approach and just try and stay clean and get himself some runs in his own favor in this one. Try and get back into the series and even it up. It will be Neil Armstrong now batting here. He's got himself a 2-1 count. Swings way over that one. That changeup blasted foul. Another full count in this inning. The payoff pitch, a heater. It's crushed to center field. Popel's got a lot of speed. He's got a range back forward. He jumps. It's over his head and off the wall. There will be 2 outs and extra bases for the Astronauts.
Yeah, exactly what Neil needed right there. You know, he was probably feeling a little bit down on himself. Just had to stay calm, be collected, and do anything to help the team there. So happy for him to see that.
That next curveball, though, crushed over to first base, caught by Bo Tanner. So some hard lineouts there from Wishbone in the first. We see Rainey collect 3 outs, and we'll move to the bottom of the first inning. Pop Bell, the leadoff hitter, looking to start things off right for Mississippi against Guion Bluford. No four-seamer on Bluford. An extremely unorthodox setup here for the starting pitcher on the Astronauts. Wishbone throws one way out of the zone. Rainey swings at it, and the ball has to be thrown over to first base as the catcher drops the 3rd strike. First out is recorded here in game number 2. That one grounded over to Glenn on the first pitch. Takes it himself over to the bag. 2 quick outs now for Mississippi.
Yeah, those pitches definitely moving every which way possible, but hey, I mean, these hitters at the top of the Moons, they ain't no pushovers.
Yeah, Wishbone will have to be careful with that low velo, not to leave anything dangerous over the plate. Everything a breaking ball, really, with that setup on Bluford. 2-2 count to Jocelyn Rainey, and that ball's hit hard. It looked like it was a bit out of the zone, but it's deep into the left center field gap. Gus Grissom with enough speed, though, to get there and record the 3rd out of the inning. Rainey getting around on that one nicely, but we will move along now to the top of the 2nd inning, scoreless.
Yeah, that one was way up there, too, coming right in on the batter, too, and he hit it pretty much exactly where he wanted to, but just hung up way too much. Center fielder grabs it.
Couple of quick pitches. The count is even to Buzz Aldrin. He grounds this one over to Bo Tanner. Will take it himself over at the bag. We're out number 1. Now the catcher Harrison Schmidt will dig in for his first at-bat of game number 2. Swings at that first pitch, curveball. It's lifted out to center field. Pop Bell gets underneath it. Catches it easily for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, not making it easy on any side for the pitchers here.
Both these players swinging a little bit early in counts. We see this one even to Ken Mattingly. Ace Reynolds, the two-seamer, tailing away from Mattingly, swung on, lifted behind shortstop into center field. Gemma Rainey makes the catch behind shortstop, and we will move to the bottom half of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors there for the Astronauts.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4.
Ton of power on this shortstop, Gemma Rainey, who just recorded the last out of the inning.
Nope. Off the plate.
Had in the count 2-0 against Bluford. Great pitch from Wishbone there to just catch the zone. And that one, 97 power, but grounded over to Mattingly at second base. Throws it over to first. And there is out number 1. The switch hitter, Bo Tanner, steps in for his at-bat. Looks at one low below the knees. Change up. Three quick balls to Tanner. And a fourth one. Rainey not willing to chase out of the zone there. He takes the walk with the big first baseman, and that'll bring up Kayla Rainey, a left-handed hitting right fielder with a ton of speed. Swings at the first pitch and knocks it foul. That one off the hands of Kayla Rainey, but it'll find some outfield grass. It looks like it'll be another hit for Mississippi. 2 runners on with one out, excuse me, for the catcher Josh Gibson.
Yeah, I think this is the guy you absolutely want up here with a slower runner on second. You want to hit it right in the gap and try to get that runner on first, trailing behind him. Maybe keep them both in here.
Oh, a ton of power on Josh Gibson. He just gets underneath that one. It looked like one Rainey could do something with, but he ends up lifting it to right field for out number 2. And now it's in the hands of Matthew Shepard to continue the inning. A bit of what plagued Rainey in game number 1 was leaving runners on base. We'll see if he's able to cash in here somehow. Shepard is batting .421 in this playoff, so this is a man who can get a hit. But he does not have any home runs or RBIs. The count runs full. The runners are cued. Oh, and Rainey check swings at that one. Great pitch from Wishbone to get him looking there to end the inning. We move to the top of the 3rd inning scoreless.
Yeah, the check. I'm not sure if that was a cutter in on the hands, but man, just pretty much nothing you can do with that one.
Yeah, even if he swung at it, would have had a tough time doing something with it. 2 quick strikes to the pitcher, Bluford. Rainey painting there. Wishbone reaches below the zone, gobbled up by Shepard over by second base and thrown over to first to record the first out. The pitcher was running there. And that brings up the 9-hole hitter, Gus Grissom, the reverse leadoff hitter, sort of, if you will, on the Snauts team. Swings at that
both
one.
of these hitters look like they're very anxious just to get anybody on base. Not showing a lot of patience. That's strike number 3 for out number 2 there. Or I'm sorry, number 1. But yeah, they ain't coming easy. I mean, pitching is dominating.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. Both these players are looking a bit anxious, swinging in a lot of early counts. You see Wishbone grounding out there. It's been a bit of a scoring job for both players since early in game number 1. So they have to be feeling that the next man who scores is going to have a huge advantage. We'll see how that approach works out for either team as the game wears on. This will be Ace Reynolds hitting locked in the bottom of the 3rd. He swings at that one, hits it to right field, but it's lifted to where Level can get to it easily. And the center fielder Pop Bell will get his chance to bat again. Second at bat of the ball game.
Bluford locked in himself now.
That one's hit hard. Bell should have enough speed to beat it out. A nice diving stop by Neil Armstrong behind second, but just not enough time to get it done. So the stealer is on first base for Mississippi. We'll see if Rainey chooses to put him in motion at some point during this at bat. The left fielder Alan Rainey is batting with a ton of power. So something in the gap should score Bell from first anywhere. There he goes, and he'll get in there easily at second.
Yeah, we really haven't seen a lot of those in these two games with two 5-bar speed teams. It's kind of strange.
Ooh, Pop Bell goes again. The runner in motion. Rainey swings at that curveball, hits it on the ground over to first. Wishbone will tag it over, or tag the bag, excuse me, to record the second out. Sends it over to home to stop the runner from rounding third. So now Rainey again needing a hit with 2 outs to convert a run. This has been a bit of an issue for him in this series so far. That one off the pitcher's glove though, and there it is. That's just what the Moons needed to break the first run of the game open here.
Yeah, any kind of contact. Didn't exactly escape the infield, but the speed beats it out, and runner crosses 1-0 lead.
Oh, and that one is crushed by Rainey. Finally getting behind one, smashed to dead center. And now he's broke this one open a little bit. It's 3-0 here in favor of Mississippi.
Yeah, a no-doubter, and Rainey says, hey, I can do that too.
Yes, it's eerily familiar now to the way things turned out around the third inning of our last game in game 1. We'll see if Rainey can add, though, to this 3-run lead. It will be Bo Channer batting again. Swings at one inside. John Glenn will be able to get there. He tosses it to Bluford, who's running to cover the bag for out number 3. Three runs are recorded now for Mississippi. A huge home run off the bat of Gemma Rainey, I believe. And now it's the top of the 4th. Wishbone looking up at the scoreboard.
Yeah, Rainey leading him in hits once again, but this time the runs are flip-flopped.
Oh, but Wishbone getting behind one. I don't think Colonial short wall is going to be able to keep that one. It lands in the bullpen. And there's a big response from Wish. A solo shot to lead off the next inning. 374 feet.
Yeah, exactly what you want if you're the knots right there. Putting one on the board, see if we can add some more.
So the score now 3-1. Both teams utilizing the homer to get on the board here. Wishbone swings at that 1-1 pitch. It's lifted in foul territory. Kayla Rainey slides for it off her glove. Just not able to get there in time to make the first out of the inning. But it doesn't matter as Wishbone stares at that 99-mile-an-hour fastball right over the outside corner of the plate. Nicely done there by Rainey to record a strikeout.
Yeah, that sliding left was going to take a long run to get it. Thought he might have had a chance, but it's going to take one more pitch just to get him out there.
Here is John Glenn, already a homer in this series. Swings at one. Ooh, and jumping is Gemma Rainey, making a great play there behind second base.
Yeah, anyone who plays this game knows that's not an easy one to make.
It looks like that one was destined for the outfield for sure. That two-seamer was misplaced by Rainey and crushed to left center field. Say goodbye to that one. The LaGrange Astronauts have recorded another run here. One step closer now after giving up 3 in the last inning. That one 460 feet from Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, blasted. Almost to the moon. Still got a ways to go.
Will be Harrison Schmidt looking to extend the inning, and he does. Swings at one right up and hits it right up the middle to record a 2-out single.
Now you really got to be careful here if you're Rainey. Don't want to give that lead up.
Here is Ken Mattingly. Definitely looking to add to the scoring here in this one. That one's lined over to Gemma Rainey, and she makes the catch easily there at shortstop for out number 3. So 2 runs are scored in response by Wishbone. We have ourselves a familiar scoreline now at 3-2 once again.
Yeah, staying close. Both games kind of turning out how we predicted.
Yeah, we will see if these two are able to add now to the scoring. A lot of tight pitching from both sides as that one grounded easily over to second base on a ball outside the zone. Big out number 1 for the LaGrange Astronauts here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch swung on, and Bluford is able to pick that one up and toss it to first for out number 2. Matthew Shepard batting .400 digs in. He's ahead in the count. 2-1 with 2 outs here. That curveball high, but it's beat into the dirt. Mattingly picks it up, tosses it to first for the 3rd out. So a quick inning for Wishbone. Now we'll have another chance to hit in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, both starting pitchers just about even too. Both at about 49, 50 pitches, so they're definitely being efficient.
The efficiency is key here from Ace Reynolds. His 51st pitch fouled away. He's ahead in the count here to his counterpart, Guillaume Bluford. Another fastball swung on and crushed to center field by Bluford. Will this one have the distance? It's back. Pop Bell jumps. It's off the top of the wall. It's going to be fair. Bluford's going for 3rd base, and it's going to be a triple here from the starting pitcher.
Yeah, center fielder, he's fooled there, I think. He bounced off the wall in a weird way and couldn't pick it up, and it's going to result in a triple for the pitcher.
Infield now in and shallow. Gus Grissom looking to get this runner in, trying to tie the game for the LaGrange Astronauts. That changeup well placed from Rainey, swung on, strike number 2, and the fastball swung on and missed. There it is, a big strikeout. We're out number 1. It turns the lineup over though for Jim Lovell.
Thinking about a walk here maybe.
Yeah, looks like Rainey will go for the intentional walk. Try and set himself up a double play.
Well, it's definitely not going to be easy with the other hitters coming up behind him. Pitcher losing a little bit of juice here. We'll see if he decides to stay, but maybe he'll go back to Milo, pitching a good game in game 1.
Yeah, Milo, the relief specialist for the Mississippi Moons. We saw him do a good job out of the pen last game for sure. Rainey definitely contemplating, and here he comes. It will be Milo Townsend getting the call against Alan Shepard. It will engage his power versus lefty trait. You know Rainey's working for a ground ball here. Will he load the bases or just go right after him? Let's see. Here comes a fastball right in the zone. Wishbone swings and a miss. That next one, though, driven right up the middle, and that'll tie the ball game. Nicely done from Wishbone. A good piece of hitting, knowing Rainey was going to go right after him. We will see Neil Armstrong bat with a chance to add to this and maybe take the lead. That one, though, grounded over to 3rd base. 5 over to 4, on to 3. A double play. Clutch from Rainey there on the next pitch after the game was tied to keep it that way. And he will have a chance to hit here in the bottom half of the 5th inning against Yuri Gagarin.
Yeah, you give up the tying run right there. Not a bad job by Rainey, though. He could have really gone either way with the pitching change there, but, you know, Wishbone does his thing. He ties it up. Shame he couldn't get any more in right there, but we're seeing a good game in front of us.
Milo takes a couple pitches here to start in at bat. He's behind in the count 1-2. He swings at that one, grounds it over to 3rd. Buzz Aldrin makes the play. Throws it to first base for out number 1. Lineup turns over for Pop Bell. So now Rainey searching to untie this game once again after the 3-run lead has slipped away from him a little bit. Both players showing some good ability to hit the ball hard in this one. Ooh, that one right off the hands of Pop Bell. It's off the glove of Gagarin, and he won't be able to collect it in time to throw it to first for the out. An infield hit for Rainey and the Moons.
Yeah, super close. Just by a step there. Now you got a stealer on, so what do you do now?
Definitely have to be mindful of that trait. We saw him take off with Bell earlier in this one. Second pitch of the at-bat is low. Count is even. There goes Pop Bell. Rainey swings at that one. Does not make contact, but the jump good enough to get the stealer into second. So a man on second base with 1 out. That one grounded to 3rd. Wishbone unable to get it over to third in time to really challenge the runner, so Pop Bell will move to third base, and Rainey has a chance with 2 outs to bring a runner across. He needs a hit.
Yeah, not an easy situation for either of them.
Jocelyn Rainey with an RBI man trait. Woo, Rainey swung so hard at that one, it looks like he paused. We've all been there. That one hit by Jocelyn over the third baseman's head, and that'll untie it for sure. Nice piece of hitting there from Rainey to knock it the opposite way. Lift it over the third baseman and bring that runner home with 2 outs. Here is Gemma Rainey, who already had a huge homer in this game. Swung and missed at that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Good power on that swing, but lifting it just a little bit is Rainey. Jim Lovell able to collect it out in right field for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Moons take the lead back. It is 4-3 heading into the 6th inning.
Yeah, good job by Rainey there, taking back the lead. He got his pitch, man. They don't really want to stay patient. They just want to swing, swing, swing. And you know the pitchers are loving that. Throwing them a lot of chase pitches, but one little mistake there gives the Moons a lead.
Yeah, you can always feel yourself cruising when you're getting a few chasing, but you make that one mistake, it'll definitely come back and bite you, like you just said, for sure. Milo Townsend behind in the count 3-1 to John Glenn. K-Man is engaged. Ooh, what a great pitch there from Rainey. Gets him looking for out number 1.
The third baseman.
Yeah, I think that was the changeup up and in. That's just nasty pitch.
Wishbone totally frozen on that one. Here is Buzz Aldrin. Whiffer is engaged after 2 quick strikes. Looks like it could have been a bit of lag there from Wish, so it's going to take a moment. Oh, and then stares at the screwball over the outside corner. There's another K looking there for Rainey in this inning, out number 2.
Yeah, that one had some incredible bite on it, just coming right back in on the outside part of the zone. Nothing you can do.
Rainey has recorded a ton of strikeouts in this series so far. It's definitely helped him in keeping these Astronauts runners from really, or Astronauts hitters from really setting the table. That one's crushed to left. Will it get over the short wall? Ooh, just barely does. A solo shot, a laser from Wishbone. And the game is now tied once again.
Judging by the hit off the bat, I didn't think that was going to have the distance. It looked like it was going to drop right before the chalk, but just clearing the pole right over there in left field. Unbelievable.
Really slapping that one, getting some good exit velo on it was Wishbone. Now here it is Ken Mattingly a chance to extend the inning with 2 outs. Rainey a bit erratic, 3 straight balls. And he walks Mattingly on 4 pitches.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 49.
Possibly thinking of a pitching, or I'm sorry, a batting change here, no?
Perhaps, no. Actually, we're gonna see Gagarin have another chance to pitch and get his shot at the plate. We'll see how he responds. Oh, whoa, what a catch from Townsend. Did a little turnaround on that. I don't know, it was like a 360 or something on my screen. Either way, we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Game is now tied off the solo shot from Wishbone.
Yeah, looking at the replay there, just adding a little swagger to that catch there.
Here is Bo Tanner, the first baseman. He grounds that one to the shortstop Neil Armstrong easily, throws it to first base for out number 1. Kayla Rainey.
He definitely.
Go ahead,
I'm sorry. Definitely wants these fast guys to get on, because looks like he stacked his lineup to have power, contact. So contact guys got to get on with the high speed.
There is one off the hands. Let's see if Rainey can beat it out, and he does by a step. Here is Josh Gibson now with the table set. A stealer on base. One out here in the 6th. Yeah, according to plan indeed. We'll see if he sends the stealer. Ball misses low. There she goes. That one fouled away in quite an odd pattern. That one swung on by Gibson, grounded, should be 2. 4-6-3 double play. Pitcher's best friend ends the inning. We move to the top of the 7th. We are tied up here in this Game 2 matchup between the number 2 and number 3 seed in the XBL's AAA.
Yeah, I thought we would have seen Rainey try to take second there. Getting pretty deep in the count in 2-2, but, you know, hitting into that double play, that's your worst nightmare.
Here's the 9-hole hitter Gus Grissom again. Looks at one that catches part of the plate. And swings a 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Another strikeout recorded for Rainey. That's out number 1. Townsend is starting to tire.
Definitely riding their best relievers to see how far they can go. In a tie game, it's scary to go to anyone else. So, you know, someone just wants to score and take that lead.
Absolutely, as Townsend is now at 29 pitches. But look at that ERA, 0.52 in the playoffs. That one, though, swung on by Wishbone. It will extend the inning. A curveball hit right up the chute. And it will be Neil Armstrong, who is tense. Looking to try and break this open for the Astronauts. There's a lot of speed for Wish on first base. We'll see if he tries to employ a steal. That changeup swung on. Gemma Rainey has to pick it up and throw it over to first quickly. She makes the throw in time for the 3rd out. So 7th inning stretch time, folks. We're still tied here at 4-4. Mississippi with a chance, 8-9-1 coming up.
And here's where the bottom really has to perform in this lineup. Set your guys up at the top here and try to get another one across.
Rainey swings at the first pitch, beats it into the ground over to 3rd. It's thrown over to first easily for out number 1, and we will see Rainey lift Milo Townsend for the pinch hitter with some power, Cannon Tambor. First pitch to Tambor, misses inside. Gagarin's stats starting to diminish as well. Both these relief aces going deep in this one, as you just said last inning, BK. And that hit, nicely done by the pinch hitter, and Rainey to keep things going here with 1 out. A single. I think we're going to see a pinch runner come in for Rainey. As Wishbone also calls to the pen, and German Titov, a low velo specialist on the right side. I don't think he actually has a specialist trait, but a specialist in the act of low velocity.
Yeah, trying to shake things up a little bit. Maybe it throws him off.
2-seamer, and a changeup and a curveball on Titov. Pop Bell with a shot to really break things open. He hits it to center field, and the runner already going will be able to, or Rainey will be able to get to 3rd. So 1st and 3rd now for a very heavy hitter in Alan Rainey. 1 out here. Just don't need a double play if you're the Moons right now.
You know what he's thinking.
There goes the runner. Pop Bell's going to get in there easily with the steal. Now Wishbone's probably going to opt to walk Alan Rainey. And he does, so the bases are loaded. A double play opportunity for the Astronauts. But Jocelyn Rainey, RBI man, has a major shot to break things open and try and claw this club back into the series and even it up tonight.
Yeah, patience is going to be key here. Just get anything. Just hit anything deep. Just take that runner in from 3rd there.
Jocelyn is ahead in the count. She hits it hard over to second base, right at Mattingly. 4-6-3 goes the double play, and the absolute worst case scenario occurs there for Mississippi. Rainey hits it hard, but right at the second baseman. And we move along to the top of the 8th inning, folks. We remain tied here.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker. Absolutely smacked towards second base. Nothing you can do about it there.
It will be Micah Jarvis getting the call out of the pen for the Moons. Not sure if he's appeared much in this playoff so far. He has a little bit. Low velocity, more junk than anything else. 4-seam curveball changeup is his arsenal. 2 quick strikes against the hitter, John Glenn. That one grounded over to 3rd. Gemma Rainey throws it over to first base for the 1st out of the inning. Buzz Aldrin already with a home run in this game. We'll dig in tonight. once more for a fourth at bat. That one. Ooh, Rainey misplays it, it looks like a hair. And Aldrin will reach first with a single.
Now batting, the catcher.
Yeah, not really sure what happened there, but looks like keeps attacking the zone with some changeups. Might see a fastball.
There is the heater, misses outside. Harrison Schmidt ahead in the count now, 2-0. That changeup clips the zone. Nice pitch from Rainey. Picks off, and it's off the glove of Tanner. Will Wishbone head to second? He will. Rainey not really quick about getting to the ball there, and a lot of speed on the runner. Either way, puts the runner in scoring position now. And Schmidt way ahead in the count, 3-1. He's looking for something to hit. The curveball, ooh, just foul. Here comes another curve. Foul again. Wishbone set up for the fastball, it looks like. Here it comes. It's hit over the head of the shortstop. Will Wishbone be able to score? He will not challenge. So runners will be at first and third for Ken Mattingly.
Second baseman, number
Yeah, that was a great job by Wish. He was a little bit off on the curve, just enough to foul it off. You know he's looking fastball, does exactly what he wants, just drops it in the outfield, moves the runners over.
Rainey cognizant that the pitcher hits in the 8th spot for the Astronauts, so he will be walking Mattingly even though first base is not open, to load the bases for a double play opportunity. We will see Wishbone probably lift Titov here, you'd have to think. We'll see who
Maybe
comes
Rainey
off the
thinking
bench.
of his own substitution.
now batting,
Yeah, perhaps we could see another arm come out of the pen as Ellison Onizuka gets another chance to pinch hit. We saw Onizuka in game 1, and here comes the lefty Arthur Kingsley. Four-seam curveball and changeup in the arsenal for Kingsley as well. Low velo, more junk than anything, similar to the last pitcher, Micah Jarvis. First pitch with the bases loaded will be a changeup. It's grounded over to short, under the glove of Gemma Rainey. That could score 2. Wishbone's challenging the throw to home plate. He's out at home plate for out number 2, but not before. The lead is taken by the
the
Astronauts.
center fielder, number 21.
Oh man, I don't know what you can do about that one. He tried to run over for it, definitely had the speed to grab it, but just escaping the glove. But you do get the 1 run out at the plate.
That one grounded over to the third and thrown to first base for out number 3, but the LaGrange Astronauts have taken the lead now at 5-4. That ball missing Gemma Rainey's glove by an inch, it looked like, rolling into the outfield. Bottom half of the 8th, Mississippi's 4, 5, and 6 are coming up.
Now batting, the shortstop.
He's got some good people to do it right here.
Here's the shortstop, Gemma Rainey, at neutral mojo. Oh, and she crushes that to left. Will she have rectified her mistake? Yes, that one ties the ball game up. Second homer of the game for Gemma. And what a game we have here, folks. That's a huge response from Rainey after giving away the lead in the last inning. And Valentina Tereshkova, after 2 pitches, is already got her head down on that mound. Here will be the switch hitting Bo Tanner. He's ahead in the count 2-1 and now 3-1. That one misses high. Composed trait engages for Tereshkova. A forkball swung on and missed by Rainey. Another forkball looks like swung on. It hits hard right up the middle. So a no-out single for Rainey is looking to add to that homer, perhaps try and take the lead back.
Yeah, no lead is safe at all. This is a dogfight we're seeing before us.
That one's hit over to third. Will it be a double play opportunity? Too much speed on the runner heading down the line at first. So it ends up being a fielder's choice. And Josh Gibson, having a rough series, will dig in. Looks at one nearly right down the middle to start the at-bat. There goes the runner. It's a pitch out. Rainey's going to turn back. Will he get back in time? No. So well played by Wishbone to pick off the stealer. The base runner is erased. And that one's now grounded over to short. Tossed over to first. And the inning all of a sudden over for the Moons. But not before the game is tied. We move to the top of the 9th. The LaGrange Astronauts looking to take the lead. Or they're going to have to try and force extras.
The right fielder,
Yeah, plans were a little bit ruined before with that solo home run. Maybe had an idea of how to get this one out. And but you know, things happen. Game's tied. We'll see how it goes.
That first changeup of the at-bat, very wild there from Rainey. Oh, Wishbone gets behind one. That one is crushed. Way out, almost out of the stadium of Colonial. And he takes the lead back indeed on a solo shot there, 452 feet to right.
Yeah, I think we know what his plan was all along.
Absolutely crushed by the leadoff hitter for the Astronauts. Now Alan Shepard will bat. That one's grounded over to short. Gemma Rainey throws it over to first base for the first out. What a game we've had here tonight in game number 2. Back and forth all the way. That one grounded. Dive by Shepard. He's unable to make the play. It's off his glove. So an infield single for Wishbone. Mojo goes up for the hitter as well. Here's the switch hitting John Glenn. There goes the runner. Wishbone looking to add to the lead, and he's out. What a throw from Josh Gibson. Wow, I can't believe he was out. I thought that jump was pure gold.
It was pretty good. I was thinking he might go on first jump there too.
That one grounded foul, so behind in the count is John Glenn. Tense hitter, 1 and 2, 2 outs. Looks at that one inside, it's even. Arthur Kingsley's pitch, he is also tense. Count runs full payoff pitch as a changeup. Grounded away foul. He sets up once again. Here comes a fastball, and it's lifted right behind second base. Wishbone just getting underneath that one. That will be out number 3. So now he's 3 outs away from taking a 2-0 lead in this series.
Yeah, will we possibly see another scoring change here?
Yeah, they can't seem to keep the runs off the board, just tying and untying this ball game all around, all throughout, but only one more chance now for Rainey to do so. In the bottom of the 9th, it's 8, 9, and 1. Matthew Shepard, the 10th hitter, swings at that one, hits it right up the middle, so it's a great start. Good speed at first for Rainey. And the Mojo back up to neutral, so no detriment there to Shepard. We will see him pitch hit for Kingsley.
Yep, batter and pitcher switching Mojo there.
Tereshkova's pitch to Odin Washington, the pinch hitter. Catches part of the plate. Count is even. Good speed at first. Rainey does not go. He hits another one right up the middle. So the table is set for the top of this Moon's order to perhaps win this ball game. The winning run is at first base. It's Pop Bell, RBI dud. But he's so locked in it almost doesn't matter. Waiting for his pitch. It's 2-0. That one catches the zone. Bell drops down the bunt and it goes foul. Strike 2. Count is even. Check swing. Good check from Rainey. Full count pitch. It's grounded over to short. It doesn't have the potential to be a double play ball, but it does split the runners, first and third. So Alan Rainey is going to dig in, and a double play could be disastrous for the Moons, but anything else could tie the ball game.
Yeah, you definitely ain't not looking for any bunts here. Kind of a strange play there before, but hey, it's whatever you need to do to stay out of the double play.
That one is grounded. There's going to be too much speed, though, to get the double play. So the game is tied once again, folks, here in the bottom of the 9th. And now with 2 outs, Jocelyn Rainey has a chance to win it for Mississippi. There's a ton of speed at second. Waiting for her pitch. It's a 1-1 count. That one driven into right field. Will Rainey challenge? He rounds third base. He's going to send the runner back. And he will remain at first and third with 2 outs. So the pressure remains. Here comes Gemma. She's got 2 homers tonight. 440 in the playoffs. Can she be the hero for Mississippi?
I couldn't believe that the last hitter even got pitched to, but I guess I can see why now.
Gemma
Maybe
Rainey.
you have to walk this guy here too.
Yeah, if you're Wishbone, I think you do have to walk Gemma Rainey. That one catches the zone, though. She's ahead in the count, 3-1. She grounds it over to second base. That could end the inning, and it does. So the Moons tie it, but cannot put it away. Down to his final pitcher is Rainey and Chief Dalton. We move to extra
I can't
innings,
believe he
folks.
escaped.
Free baseball, top of the 10th. The closing pitcher and final hope for Rainey on the mound will get his chance. 5, 6, and 7 are coming in for Wishbone. Or coming up for Wishbone in this inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 2.
Couple of pleasantries exchanged after a well-played 9 innings so far from these players. Back and forth, 6-6. A ton of scoring in this one from both teams. Very, very impressive, utilizing all styles of play. 4 quick pitches see the count even to Buzz Aldrin. The whiffer trade engages. He swings at that one. It's over the head of the jumping third baseman. So Aldrin will lead off the inning with a single. Some decent speed at first for Wishbone.
Number 5.
Yeah, nice to see that sub-arm closer come in too. You don't really get to see that too often. It can't be easy to hit.
Yeah, the sub-arm, let's see if it plays its part here. Only a 4-seam and a curveball on this pitcher. That one caught by Shepard, a liner. Perhaps I thought Rainey might take a step back and try and turn the double play. But gets the sure out. The runner on first base for Ken Mattingly now. If Rainey can get a double play, he'd have a great chance in the bottom of the 10th. Mattingly swings at one, and you'd have to think Wishbone might have just missed that. Gets underneath it, lifts it to left for out number 2.
Yeah, it's pretty much now or never. You got to get him out now. Don't want this game to run any longer on riding your last pitcher here.
Tereshkova will be lifted from the game. Looks like Wishbone going to get walked, the pinch hitter. A lot of power. Rainey would rather pitch to Gus Grissom.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Yeah, not a bad call there.
Yeah, he knew Gus was tense, I think. So now the pitch to to Grissom from Chief Dalton is fouled away. First pitch, strike 1. Next pitch fouled away down the third baseline. 2 quick strikes to Gus Grissom. The 0-2 pitch is swung on. Chief Dalton picks it up, throws it over to first. Little dribbler there for out number 3. Keeps the game tied for Rainey. It's now the bottom of the 10th, and we will see Alexei Leonov come out of the pen for the Astronauts. 14 hits apiece for either team in this one. Very, very impressive offensively and on the mound, really. Just in many moments, lots of great pitches, lots of strikeouts as well. But it's been all about the back and forth in game 2.
Yeah, really just a bit of everything in this game here.
The third pitch from Leonov swung on. Neil Armstrong collects it and throws it over to first base for the first out. The 6-hole hitter Kayla Rainey gets another chance. She grounds that one over in front of shortstop, and ooh, Buzz Aldrin can't barehand it, so it ends up being an infield single for Rainey. And the stealer is on first base, and Josh Gibson is at the plate.
Gibson feeling pretty good from throwing out that runner in the previous inning. We'll see if he can knock her in.
That one is crushed to right. Will it have the distance? Wishbone gets back there with level just in time to make the catch. Rainey just missing a walk-off home run there with Josh Gibson. Now he's going to have to hit with 2 outs and Matthew Shepard. Contemplating a lifting Shepard. He doesn't have any pitchers to do a double switch with, so might as well use the bench if you got it, I guess.
Yeah, you could really go either way.
There goes the stealer. She gets a great jump. So with 2 outs and a 2-1 count, Matthew Shepard has a chance to knock the runner in. It's off the glove of the pitcher. Will he be able to beat it out? No. The shortstop gets there just in time. Makes the throw to first to get the 3rd out, and we move to the 11th.
Yeah, the pitcher absolutely just saved the game right there, just to get a glove on it and knock it off for the shortstop there to throw him out at first.
Yeah, could have easily ended the game with the speed Rainey had on second. That one hit hard. Bo Tanner makes a leaping grab at first for the 1st out.
Oh yeah, not
Nicely
known
done.
for his fielding really, but Getting it done.
Here is Alan Shepard. The count is even to Allen. He swings at a curveball, sends it right up the chute, so a one-out single for Alan Shepard. Good speed on the bags for the Astronauts. A tense Neil Armstrong at the dish. There goes Wishbone. He gets a good jump on the curveball. He's in there safe. 2 strikes, 1 out here to Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, great situation.
The fastball swung on. It's grounded over to Gemma Rainey. And now he's caught in a pickle as Wishbone. Oh, and Rainey makes a bit of a snafu. He throws the ball before tagging the runner. And Wishbone's able to have everybody safe on the play.
I can't believe it. Just a little bit of an early throw there. Runner able to get back and pull the old switcheroo.
He could get out of it, though. It's grounded over to first. A 3-6-1 double play to end the inning. So after the mistake, Rainey gets the double play he needs. And we'll move on to the bottom of the 11th. Another chance for Mississippi to put it away.
No, it looks like the closer's going to have to come back here. No one else to pitch against or with him.
Chief Dalton trying to help his own cause, help his team here in this XBL AAA semifinal game 2. Rainey is looking to even this series up after a close game 1. That one is lifted to left into foul territory. Wishbone should be able to catch it with Shepard, and he does for the first out. Yeah, both teams desperate to get into their first ever AAA World Series. And these games tonight are going to be a big first step along the way.
Oof. Dangerous one there.
Pop Bell looks at a pitch outside the zone, 2-1 count. He hits that one hard, right down the middle, but right at Armstrong. A laser is gobbled up and thrown to first for out number 2.
Yeah, looking to see some pop there, just not enough under it.
Here is Alan Rainey. A ton of power on this hitter. Wishbone does not want to make a mistake pitch here. Just a slider and a 2-seam on Leonov. That one is grounded. Over to short, Neil Armstrong makes the play, throws it to first base, and that'll end the inning. We move to the 12th. 5-6-7 coming up for LaGrange.
Both hitters coming up 3 for 5. Now you really got to be careful.
That one swung on, lifted behind shortstop. Gemma Rainey makes the catch easily for the first out. And it'll bring up the locked-in Harrison Schmidt. He's 3 for 5. 3 homers in the playoffs. 1 homer tonight. Chief Dalton is just getting tired out there. That one is swung on. Light contact, but right up the middle. So with 1 out, Wishbone will have a runner on first base.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 20.
Ken Mattingly is 0 for 3 tonight. Having a very, very tough go in the playoffs. Just batting 105. Let's see if he can turn it around here. Be a hero for the Astronauts. Power versus righties engaged against Chief Dalton. The third pitch of the at-bat lands in there for a strike, so it's 2-1. A curveball swung on by Wishbone. Another nice piece of hitting to send it right up the middle. He's got 2 on here with 1 out.
Yeah, finally gets his hit within this game. Showing a bit of some nice patience with those 2 walks ahead, but you know, he's definitely going to help his team out a little more there.
Here's the closer for Leonov. I believe Wishbone on his last pitcher as well. So the closer Leonov will have to hit. Tries to help his own cause. Wishbone opting not to bunt. Rainey going to be looking for a double play ball probably here. Here comes a fastball. It's lifted to left. Alan Rainey should be able to catch it easily out there. The second out is recorded. And now Gus Grissom, who is tense, will bat. Dalton absolutely ran into the ground.
Yeah, if Gus wants to hit, this is his time to do it right here.
The curveball right down the middle. Gus Grissom hits that well to right. Kayla Rainey's going to be back, but she has enough speed to get there and catch it for the third out. Bottom half of the 12th coming up, folks. We're still tied at 6-6.
And almost had the 3-runner there. Just even if it dropped in the outfield, that would have been huge. Not exactly the hitter you're expecting to do it, but man, what a shame.
Very entertaining ball game here as Rainey gets into one, though. It's just going to be high, too high to get out. He hits it well to left. Alan Shepard catches it on the warning track for the first out here in the bottom of the 12th inning. This will be Gemma Rainey with 2 home runs tonight, digging in with another chance in extras to try and win the game. She hits that one hard to third. Buzz Aldrin catches it right off the ground, sends it to first for the second out.
The first baseman, number 22.
Here is Bo Tanner. Leonov starting to tire himself, approaching 30 pitches. 3-1 count for Bo Tanner. That curveball swung on and missed. It was right down the tube. We will see the payoff pitch now from Wishbone. Another curveball swung on by Tanner. Grounded over to second base. Mattingly makes the play, throws it to first for the third out. And we move to the 13th inning. 33 hits between the teams tonight. 6-6 is the score. 12 innings of tight baseball.
Yeah, unbelievable job, both of them, just to escape the danger and keep this one going.
Wishbone swings at the first pitch, a curveball, sends it right over to shortstop for Gemma to make a good play. Record the first out. Here's the 4-for-6 Alan Shepard, who's locked in tonight. Swings at another one. First 2 pitches of the inning, 2 outs recorded for the Moons. And we will see Neil Armstrong again, who has returned from tense back to neutral. Swings at one, and a 4-pitch inning for Rainey here in the 13th.
And you just got to keep asking yourself, like, when is it going to happen? Both of these pitchers losing their stats, losing their accuracy, and all the right hitters coming up in the spots that they need them to. But wow, I just can't believe that they're going down the way they are.
That one could find some gap space. Wishbone dives and he misses. Uh-oh, this could be dangerous. There's a ton of speed on the runner. Rainey's going for third, and he will turn around. Play the conservative move, perhaps. He does have a stealer trait on that runner. So the winning run is at second.
Bunt.
Wishbone mindfully pitches out. He's not going to give Josh anything to get his bat to. I think he knows he has to make a walk here.
Yeah, good call there by Wishbone.
The second baseman, number 15.
Here is Matthew Shepard, 2 runners on. With no outs, he looks at one right down the middle. The winning run on second. Rainey can win it here. Shows bunt. Takes it inside. Shows bunt again. He sends it down the line, and it's foul.
Taking a while there.
Yeah. Bit of gamesmanship, perhaps. The count is now even. That one is grounded. Cannot be a double play. Wishbone goes for the sure out. Now maybe he'll load the bases. It is the closer, Chief Dalton, who will have to hit.
Looking at the replay, he definitely had a chance of runner at second there. There it is!
There's Chief Dalton walking it off for the Mississippi Moons. Helping himself and winning the game. Wishbone opting to pitch to the closer instead of go after Pop Bell, and it burns him on the first pitch. What a game 2 we just saw.
Yeah, incredible for him to even up the series there. Pitcher says, I don't need these pitching stats to pitch, and I definitely don't need these hitting stats to hit. Sends him home late.
Yeah, great extra inning showing from both teams in game number 2 tonight. Really tight throughout, 2 1-1 ball games, and we see the series even up now. Let me fix my typo here in the series, and we'll move along to pregame. Very, very exciting pair of games that we saw, BK, tonight. What'd you think?
Unbelievable. I mean, it's just leaving me speechless. Pretty much going according to plan, like we said, you know. Both of them doing exactly what they're capable of doing, what they're known for. Just so many of them escaping danger, so many like hard hit balls, so many going over the fence. Just had a little bit of everything, lots of steals, hit and runs, people being thrown out, diving plays. It had the whole package. completed in all those games. So it's going to be fun to keep going with the rest of them, and I can't wait to see the rest.
Yeah, and after the AAA semifinal we saw last night between Phillies Rock and McDonut, I think we just have excitement abound here on the XBL channel all week long for these AAA semifinals leading into the XBL World Series and the AAA World Series that are probably going to be coming up this weekend once we get those all scheduled for you. But yeah, the games tonight, shout out to Wishbone and Rainey for putting on a very, very entertaining show. Both players really played their hearts out. Like you said, BK, we saw it all. Diving plays, home runs, the whole 9 yards, you know, some interesting diddles, everything that makes Super Mega Baseball 3 fun and what makes the XBL fun. And I'm really, really excited to see some more. So we will have more action for you tomorrow on the channel, coming up with the resumption of games 3 and 4 between Phillies Rock and McDonut. And this series will be played around the same time, 9 p.m. on Thursday, games 3 and 4. So hang around our Discord and keep your eyes on the channel for all of that. And BK, do you have any final words before we head off for the evening tonight?
Not a whole lot to say. Just great job from both competitors there. Good luck to the rest of them, and looking forward to all the rest of the matchups coming up. Good luck to everybody, and have fun watching, guys.
Yes, thank you very much, BK, for joining me in the booth tonight. It's a pleasure to have you as always. We've had some great casting combinations coming up, everybody doing their part and helping out, and it's been a lot of fun. So thank everybody who's been helping out with casting. Shout out to Urban. Shout out to Mickey, who made the trailer. Shout out to everybody who's always helped out as these casts continue to get bigger and continue to be a lot more fun. So thank you, everybody, for being here again tonight. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a safe and pleasant evening, everyone.